Hello, good day everyone. It's Wednesday, May 31st, and you're watching CPX On Air, COMPUTEX 2023. I'm today's host, Ethan Liu, and we hope you have a great day here at COMPUTEX. This year, we witnessed a full comeback of the physical event in the post-pandemic era. So you're more than welcome to be part of this mega event from yesterday, actually, all the way until June 2nd, Friday, that is. You can also join us online by watching this live stream. So we are more than excited to bring you another 30 minutes of announcement, news, reveals, and so much more in one of the most influential tech shows on the planet. But let's kick off today with an exclusive interview with our speaker, Vic Malyala. He's president and managing director for Supermicro EMEA. Welcome, Mr. Malyala.
Thank you, Ethan. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for your time, and welcome back finally in person at COMPUTEX.
Finally, indeed. I mean, I was so looking forward to it, and it did not disappoint me, to say the least, right? 3 years of hiatus. I mean, last year it was, partly in person, and this is a truly worldwide event, right? I mean, we see customers coming from the entire, Asia Pacific region, and some from Europe, some from US, and finally, good to see all these people. And guess what? I mean, the booth is buzzing. The entire floor has so many people, and it's really, really invigorating. And I'm super excited to actually be here and again be able to show things in person.
Yeah, we just talked about how technology advancement influenced our ways of life, and you can also find a new way to cope with life, especially during the pandemic era. But it's always somehow different if you meet in person and to meet virtually, right?
Nothing beats anything in person.
Yeah. So it's day 2 of this mega event. So for those who still aren't able to visit your booth, what's in store? Like exciting announcement for us. Can you tell us about it?
I mean, it's all about making technology easy for people to access, right? So there are a lot of advancement in technologies, especially in the last couple of years. And the idea again is to bring all the technology and make people aware of what it is. And again, people can actually touch and feel these products. Yeah. And that is what we are trying to do. And from Supermicro's point of view, when I look at the overall technology that we are bringing, it is something from data center to the edge. What I mean to say is anything that is happening at a massive scale in a data center, all the way going into the telco or edge kind of a product line, which is going totally towards the client side. And all these things, how they're converging to bring the right value and experience for the customers. That is the whole idea behind it, and that's what we are bringing here.
Yeah. Also, we talk about how technology evolves and keep advancing, but I think pandemic also serves as an opportunity for us to reflect on the things we do. We try to be better, we try to be faster, but in the meantime, we also try to be more friendly to our environment.
Right. I think, one of the things that we have seen is that pandemic kind of shifted the way people consume resources, right? And, during that, 2.5 year period where people started looking at, what are the things that are going to solve, there wasn't so many people ordering food from online, for example, right? I mean, that became like a norm now. I mean, people haven't gone back to, let's say, going fully in a restaurant or whatnot. So the way I look at it is all these things require so much compute.
Right.
And all these things require some way of accelerating the workloads, which will make it easier for people to improve the experience, right? Problem with this is that the infrastructure spend and infrastructure build out is happening. It consumes a lot of electricity, a lot of air conditioning, and there is an impact on the environment. So the goal is, what is that we can do together that can actually improve the overall efficiency of the data centers, of the infrastructure. This way, we can keep the earth green for much longer.
Yeah, but we always have this goal in mind, right? But how do you do that? How do you achieve that? Do you find it hard to strike a balance between your goal and maybe your products or your improvement?
It's not something an afterthought, right? I mean, it need to be at the core. So when you take a look at it, Supermicro is a 30-year-old company. One of the things that we try to do is go with something called a building block or a Lego-like approach. What it means is that we develop everything in-house and we build everything in-house, which gives us the unique value, proposition where we can actually put things together, come up with the right form factor for the customers. For example, if you are looking for a smaller workload, I can actually put together a chassis, a motherboard, a power supply kind of a thing together in a small form factor for you. If you're looking for something optimized for a specific workload in a data center, I don't need to provide something that is over-provisioned. Rightly sized product for the right workload. That is being the key. So that actually helps in minimizing the power consumption in one way. But at the same time, as deployment sizes are getting bigger, the power consumption is anyway going to go up. So the goal of it is to find a way to reduce the data center power consumption by using alternate methods. For example, make the systems run in a high ambient temperature. Or think about like liquid cooling. So by incorporating that, now you don't need necessarily any air conditioning, which actually helps in reducing the data center power overall and improving the so-called power user efficiency of the data centers. So yes, it does impact the environment negatively, but there are ways to go about reducing the impact and in fact making it more efficient than before, because things are actually improving in terms of efficiency and performance. The goal is to strike a balance, so bring it down to a level where we can achieve more with less.
So if you want to provide your customers with more efficient solutions or more customized solution, I think communication is key, right? Rather than providing them with one-size-fits-all product or solution.
Absolutely. Customization is definitely going to be the key here. But at the same time, standardization is actually what makes people to consume it easily, right? The way we are trying to do is how do we make it easy to adopt and without having to come up with like very many products, but at the same time, providing the right value and the right configuration for the customers.
Okay. Then I want to mention this word, artificial intelligence. Everybody is talking about this, but it's more than just a buzzword right now. I think at this year's venue, we can see many applications or many trends actually revolving around artificial intelligence. How do you see this trend, and how do you see Supermicro? What role does your company play in this latest trend?
So what we have seen is AI is not new, by the way, but it just the applications that are evolving and how quickly people are able to make use of the available resources and how much more resources are needed to deliver that kind of a user experience. That's where it's headed. So from Supermicro's point of view, I have seen us providing so much gear to different workloads. Whether it is, I don't want to make it too geeky, but it's a technology show anyway. So we're talking about different type of GPU products. We work with NVIDIA predominantly, as you can imagine, and we work with Intel, we work with AMD. All of them have certain type of accelerators. These are becoming a de facto standard pretty much in any compute going forward. And a compute perspective itself, if people are using like an Intel or AMD processors, we have platforms based on that. Now, think about the combinations of this. Whether you are using Intel or AMD, or on the GPU side, whether it's NVIDIA or Intel or AMD, a combination of how many GPUs and what kind of workload that we are addressing, that is the direction it's going. And now, in order to make it more efficient, how we can build systems, again, going back to the basics of your workload is small, then you don't need to go for a super high-end system. If your workload is large enough to actually fit in a very complex system, we have that as well. So AI is just taking off. There is no ifs and buts about it. More importantly, I believe fundamentally that is just the beginning. It is just the beginning, because what I have seen every day, you can actually Google it. In terms of how many new companies are starting and how many new workloads are coming up, how many new applications are developed. For example, tomorrow we could actually be on the other side of the screen, and there could be putting some holograms here, which actually make it better than what we are today.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is that different applications, and all of it is coming together in such a way that people are going to use things in so many different ways in the very near future, and AI is just the beginning.
So maybe one day anchors will be replaced by hologram speakers. I think that happened last year.
Yes.
So we're witnessing a turning point, and I think the industry is reshaping.
Right. And this whole concept of AI, it's not just specific to one area, right? It can actually go into retail space, it can go into financial, it can be going to medical, entertainment, any kind of industry that you can think of. Every area things can be done better, and things can be improved in a way where a lot more can be accomplished with a lot less. And more importantly, making it much easier and better, right, and more accurate. This is where things are getting headed. So that's the reason it's like, I'm super hyped up about all the things that are happening in AI and what kind of a role Supermicro playing and we are in the smack center of it in kind of enabling all kinds of hardware for all kinds of customers.
Okay, so very optimistic about this latest trend.
Absolutely.
Okay, so due to the time limit, we have to finish the interview. But before that happens, if you have one last thing to say or to attract people to your booth or to visit your booth, what can you say?
So it's not about attracting to the booth, but the way I look at it is, when people are looking at what would be the next level of infrastructure and what kind of problem that they are trying to solve, it is need to be looked at that what is that we can pick that will have a positive impact on the environment and at the same time without any compromise on performance. So looking at the right size of the problem and what kind of a product that you can use in order to deliver the right solution for that. And if you want to learn more about it, if you want to see how we can work together in terms of making things more efficient and making things better for everyone, come visit our booth.
Yes, okay. So define your problem, design your question with precision, and provide the optimal solution. And in the meantime, do no harm to our environment. That concludes your speech. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayala, for your time. And as I know of, our co-host Lisa is currently right now inside the venue, and she'll be giving us a guided tour at COMPUTEX 2023. I'll give the floor to Lisa.
Thank you, Isa, and welcome back to COMPUTEX 2023. I'm your host today. My name is Lisa, and my mission now, I'm at the Supermicro's booth to take you on a virtual tour. But first, let me welcome Trent to join us.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Trent.
Hi, Lisa. How you going?
It's your first time here at COMPUTEX?
First time, yes. Great to be here.
Okay. Any highlights that you can share with us?
Yeah, sure. So we've got lots of highlights that we want to show you today. The first one, this is our liquid-cooled AI development platform. So as you can see inside, we have 4 GPUs and 2 CPUs, and they're all using liquid cooling. So that means that this system is very quiet and also very efficient.
Yeah, there's no
noise. So it's actually running right now, and you can't even hear it. And so the good thing about this is normally if you want to do AI or HPC or machine learning, you need a big system like this. But this one, you can pick it up and take it. So it's really good for offices, schools, research laboratories, these kind of places. So it really means that Supermicro can deliver AI anywhere. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of AI, next I'd like to introduce our PCI GPU platform. So this is a large server which is good for AI, HPC, and 3D design and media. So if we look inside, you can see that you can actually fit up to 10 GPUs inside.
Wow, 10
so that's a very
GPUs.
powerful system. And what's better is that you can choose GPUs from any manufacturer. So for example, NVIDIA, Intel, AMD, all of them. We support all of them.
So
it's a really
customize?
Yeah, it's a customizable and flexible platform.
Okay.
So this is really good for people who need to have a large number of GPUs in one system.
Okay, is this product already in the market?
Of course, yeah, these are both available now.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's more?
Sure, let's go over and see our rack. So Supermicro we have a very large rack scale, so what we call our total rack solutions. So you can see here this rack contains all of our different servers that we offer. And the good thing is that we have a different server for every type of workload. So it doesn't matter if you want to do edge, AI, cloud data center, storage, networking. We've got a machine that can fit your needs. And the best thing is that Supermicro's total rack solution capacity worldwide, we can do over 5,000 racks per month.
Oh.
Which means that we can deliver racks fully integrated and fully installed to our customers anywhere in the world within a matter of weeks, not a matter of months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have last one products you want to show us.
Yeah, okay, let's head over here to this desk. Let's go.
Okay.
So Lisa, let me show you our brand new storage solutions here. So these are our brand new, using the EDSFF form factor, which is a brand new form factor of storage designed specifically for high capacity in the data center. So as you can see, you can fit up to 24 drives in the front of this system. And these are these new form factor drives. And with the high capacity, that means that we can fit almost a petabyte.
A petabyte.
That's 1,000 terabytes in just 2U. And what's better is that this is all the latest generation. So the speed and performance is much better than the previous generation.
And the size is smaller than I thought.
Of course, yeah. So, and we even have one over here, which is even smaller.
Thinner.
Yeah. So the good thing about, as you can see, the good thing about these drives here is they're so thin compared to a standard drive. So you can fit many more of them in, and therefore we can get much better density and performance out of our system.
Wow, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for Trent.
No
Wonderful
problem.
introduction.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
I hope everyone can stop by at Supermicro's
Please
booth.
come to our booth and check us out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now let's move on to the next one. Now we are at Delta's booth, and next to me is Alessandro. Welcome.
Thank you, Lisa. Welcome to COMPUTEX, and welcome to Delta again.
Nice to meet you again. Okay.
Very much.
Can you surely introduce yourself and the Delta, and what is the main vision of this year in COMPUTEX?
Great. I'm Alessandro. I work for the Public Relations Department at Delta. Delta is the world's global provider of IoT smart green solutions. Basically, it's solutions that are saving energy. And that way we can provide sustainable development to our stakeholders. So Delta is a company with $13 billion in revenues.
Wow.
We're also a very innovative company. Every year we invest more than 9% of our revenues into R&D. We have 10,000 R&D engineers in 73 R&D centers around the world. So we're a very global company. It's probably the most globalized company of Taiwan in the world. And this year we have a new brand value proposition. We call it Realizing an Intelligent, Sustainable, and Connecting World. And we have this showcase of COMPUTEX to demonstrate how our solutions are enabling that kind of platforms around the world.
Wow. So you want to give me a quick tour about the both?
Exactly. As you know, there are some mega trends in the world right now. One of the mega trends is e-mobility, right? We have more and more electric vehicle chargers around the world. And in that sense, also there's another mega trend, for example, IoT, right? And also AI. And especially after the pandemic, there is a key focus on turning buildings smarter and healthier also to the occupants. So then here we have at Delta Building Automation Solutions. We have entire solutions to turn buildings into really smart, safe, and healthy platforms. For example, we have the O3. It's a platform with 7 sensors inside.
Wow.
So you can measure different, for example, light levels, CO2, PM 2.5, things like that. Also, we have the technology to control the lighting in venues. For example, before the meeting, maybe you work with customers, the lighting will be brighter. The moment you do a presentation, the lighting will be a little bit darker. Also, we have, especially after the pandemic, indoor air quality. This is
so important.
Very important technology because we can measure, for example, PM 2.5, different parts of factors in indoor air quality. And then we have the energy recovery ventilation, what we call the ERV. And this technology can take away the dirtier air and then bring colder air and fresher air with a filter for PM 2.5 particles so that they don't come into the building. And that way we can keep it safer as well.
Wow, so you build a meeting room in a COMPUTEX to demo all the device, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Here we also have the Vortex. It's a video surveillance as a service. Basically, it's a platform that you don't need to spend a lot of money to buy cameras and to buy the whole equipment. As a company, you just subscribe, and then you can have this platform. And it has a lot of, for example, advanced video analytics so that you can have a smarter surveillance in buildings or in, for example, industrial parks, which is actually the key topic that we are demonstrating this year, is how we can turn, for example, an industrial park, for example, this Shinju Science Park, right? We can turn it into an intelligent, sustainable, and connecting, people-centric platform.
Okay.
Also, another mega trend that we're talking is e-mobility, electric vehicle charging, for example. Delta is the It's probably the only company in the world today that can say that we have shipped 2 million electric vehicle chargers around the world.
2 million.
2 million.
Wow.
I dare you to find another company that can say
Okay.
that. I don't think you can find it.
Okay.
But the key challenge, for example, in terms of e-mobility is that in the next few years, you're going to have a lot of electric vehicles, way more than right now. So then a key point is that the electricity grid today is going to have a lot of challenge to really support that many electric vehicles, right? So then we not only provide the chargers, we combine, for example, Delta, we have the entire portfolio to create what we call microgrids. Microgrids basically is that in one site you can have renewable energy, for example, solar power, we have PV inverters, and we have energy storage in an energy management system so that we can match with the electric vehicle charging. For example, we can analyze that most of electric vehicles are charged in the morning, so then we can store the energy for providing the power in that time. That way we can improve the resilience of the electricity grid. It will not be so challenged and constrained, so we can do that. And also another mega trend is, as you know, here in COMPUTEX is AI, artificial intelligence, and also IoT. So Delta, in that sense, because we are the largest, we're the world's leader in power systems for IT. So then we have the entire one-stop solution to create, for the customer to create data centers.
Fantastic.
Data centers are the ones that are powering AI and IoT. So we have here the entire solution to really create one data center, and also not any type of data center that consume a lot of electricity. We can create green data centers, which are very energy efficient. They can reduce the CO2 emissions as well. And then lastly, we have also some technologies, for example, to again, to monitor entire facilities, entire industrial parks or communities. We can even measure the CO2 emissions of those parks, and that way you can have what we call a carbon inventory that will help you to maintain your operations in a very sustainable way. We also have different solutions because, again, Delta is the world's #1 in power supplies, right? So we have the technology to power basically everything from golf carts, e-scooters, e-bikes as well, also gaming computers. We have the server power supply as well, which is important, again, for AI, IoT. And then we have even universal chargers that you can adapt in your home, in your office, so that you don't need different chargers and adapters. We can reduce a lot of waste with that and make it more sustainable. So basically that's it. This is what Delta is doing, is creating, and we said we have this brand new value proposition, is to create an intelligent, sustainable, and connecting world.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alexandra, for your wonderful
Thank you.
introduction.
Thank you so much.
So be sure to stop by Delta's booth. There's lots of demonstration lists here. Okay, and
Yes.
so let's
Welcome
carry on.
everyone.
Okay.
Welcome to Delta.
Okay, so let's carry on to the next booth. Now we are at the BenQ's booth, and next to me is Ellen. Hello, Ellen. Say hi to the
Hello,
audience.
everyone.
Okay.
I'm Ellen from BenQ Group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you surely introduce yourself and the company?
BenQ Group has developed a smart solution business about 10 years. And we have 22 companies here this year to showcase 7 smart solutions. We have reached about $20 billion last year, so that we want to showcase our smart ESG solutions to our customers to tell them that we can help them to achieve their ESG goals. And to highlight our commitment to our customer that to green transformation, so that our booth is follow ISO standard to build up our booth this year.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Let me introduce that. Our exhibition follows the ISO 20021 Sustainable Event Management. That means we also set our ESG goals this year. In our booth this year, we will 100% reduce, reuse, and recycle design. We know that in the past year, most of booth design will create a lot of waste after only 3 or 4 days.
And trash.
Yes, and this year, here in BenQ Group, there will be no
We
waste.
can 100 recycle.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. So we want to show this and tell our customers that if you want to achieve your ESG goals, you should think about BenQ
Thank
Group.
you. Okay.
Yes.
So there's other highlight that you talk about 7 smart solutions
Yes.
in the booth. So
Yes. We have 7 smart plus solutions here, including smart enterprise, smart transportation, smart education, and smart store. So let me showcase you how about our smart store solution to achieve our customers' ESG goals.
okay, let's go. Let's check out one of the smart solution in
Yeah.
BenQ's booth, and let's welcome May to
Yes.
give us an introduction. Okay.
Hello everyone. Yeah,
Hello,
I'm
May.
May. Yeah, I'm from La Fresh. Nice to meet you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see that in here, that is a self-serve AI kiosk. Okay. I think the characteristic of this device is that we cooperate with Microsoft Azure
Oh.
and OpenAI. And actually, everyone knows now is in a situation of shortage of labor force. So by deploying this device in the store, actually we can save labor force, and also we can improve the experience, customer experience, and also now the border is open. So now we can meet a lot of tourists and coming from different countries.
Yes.
So you can see at first, yeah, the AI actually. Okay, let me show you
You can
guys.
select.
Hi, what would you like to eat? Let me recommend some delicious food for you.
Chicken rice. Okay.
Wow.
It's like co-pilot. Okay. If you are a foreigner, actually you are very embarrassed when you want to order something.
Don't know how
right?
to order.
Yeah, you don't know how to order, and you are embarrassed. So it's like a co-pilot. It will it's like an assistant. It will help you. Maybe the whole system through the AI automatically translation system, and they will recognize what you are saying and translate into the language you are using.
Oh,
Okay,
so you can
so,
use different
yeah,
language.
Yeah, actually in here we have 5 languages, but in fact the AI platform can support several. Yeah,
Several, maybe around the world?
Yeah, around the world. Yeah. So, but in here we just show 5 languages. Okay, so as a whole, they will speed up the ordering system. Okay, and at the end, the payment system is also a mobile payment system, and in that case, it could that will be paperless situation, and the order will translate back to the KDS system.
KDA?
KDS system, which means kitchen display system. Okay, and in the system you can watch out the process of the food preparation and also and the status. Kitchen is like a backyard.
Backyard?
Backyard of the physical store,
Yes,
and
yes.
also is like a manufacturing store. So all the process is quite wise, and also we assist our merchants to do the business more environmental friendly, and we help them to the pursuit of a more greener enterprise. That's what we are like to do. Yeah.
So back to the topic about the ESG, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Once again, thank you, May, for your wonderful introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Okay, so be sure to stop by at BenQ's booth to check on their ESG topic of this year and all the smart solution. And this is the end of this part of live show. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. And be sure to tune in to tomorrow's live show too. So now back to you, Ethan.
So that was Lisa Chen giving us the glimpse and some highlights from the exhibition. And it's my time to get my chicken rice. I have to get my order for now. So you are watching CPX On Air, COMPUTEX 2023. It's time to say goodbye for now, as our next live stream will start at 4 p.m. My name is Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you soon. See you later.